Aloha, beautiful, beautiful people and parents of the world and soon to be parents. This is a message for all parents. Me, myself, being a mother of 3 beautiful boys, nieces, nephews, and truly we are all mother and father figures for brother and sister figures for all beings on the planet. We are all one family. That is what I feel deeply in my heart, and it is something that I feel confident in saying and speaking into this camera, to your heart as well. So I've been feeling called to this video, and it's been coming through me being that I have gone through a separation with my children. 3 years with 2 of them, 2 years with one of them, and they're recently come back. And I also have been separated from the fathers basically since my first child was 1. And he is now 9. So who am I to say what is not? I'm simply speaking what I have from experience and what is coming through my heart to you. So if you'd like to listen, yay. If not, yay. Also, I am linking a video in the description below, and this video has completely blown open how important parenting is and being a parent and our role as mothers and fathers and as adults in children's life, period. So it's definitely a video that you want to watch. It is like an hour and a half. It's the best hour and a half you've ever watched, and to see how back-asswards we are with having our children playing all the time or sending them away and like wanting to have them distracted. It's a lot of why there's so much suffering on this planet. Check it out. Check that video out. It's definitely inspired this video, along with my child and children coming back to me, and how back and forth parenting, I guess that's how I want to say it, back and forth parenting can be so difficult. And if you are separated from your children's parents and are resolved things and or have not resolved tension between the two of you, this video is for you, and this message is for you. And to know, number 1, you're doing the best that you can. Like, you're doing the best that you know how to, so give yourself that kind of break and that grace, because it is so important. It's so important to not judge ourselves and not think that we're not doing the best, and to think that we're not doing our best. And maybe we're not, in the sense that we know we can do better. And when I say we can do better, it's the little things that matter, like the little things that we're saying or not saying, and being fully honest with our children. They can feel if you don't want to do something with them, or this or that, or try to trick them, or X, Y, and Z, just to not hurt their feelings. It hurts even more after. As adults, we can see how our parents were, and whether you have like the best relationship with your mother or father, that there's exception. There's people that do have the best relationship, and there's also people that do not have the best relationship. Why? Because we're in a completely unnatural world, technocratic world, X, Y, Z, people going here and there. We're meant to be revolved around our family members, and not like, so that's what this video below describes. So if you want to educate yourself before watching this video, or see how the back and forth goes. But all of the, like, so many questions are answered on how back-asswards our society and our family life is when we truly look into how healthy attachment to our parents actually leads to healthy life, a strong life, to healthy relationships, to finding your actual soulmate. Why? Because we're attached to our mother and father, and it's not sexual. So when we're attaching to our peers, naturally it's sexual. And if we're not attached to our parents, which is the people that we look up to, and our parents are busy and go play, go do this, go do that. This sounds like, oh yeah, that's easy for you to say, but I need to take my kid to daycare and to school and this and that because I'm busy. I hear you. I totally hear you. And if you've been watching me for the past almost a year now, maybe a little bit less, we are coming back into land and settlements and family settlements, kin domains, all the same thing, in the sense that where we can set up our life on our land, where it meets all of our needs. It meets, our land is meant to meet all of our needs. God has provided everything here for us from the beginning. Every blade of grass is the exact same, CoCreation that it was in the beginning, unless it's been modified. Think about it. Every tree, every bird, every grass, every bug, every bee. It's a beautiful thought. And if you've not heard this before, I've gotten a lot of information from the Anastasia and the Ringing Cedars book series. If you feel called to look that up, I will also link that below. I highly suggest getting these books. It is 9 physical books, and then the 10th one is online, PDF. They're actually all online. There is a whole layout and form of how our future is coming into fruition, and I'm sure if you are anything like me, a son or a daughter of God, and aware and knowing that there's much more for us than these city lives, clean air, clean water, free food, free life, so if that's calling your heart as well, these family settlements, kin domains, what's happening on the planet coming out of these cities and this rat race and this mind control and government. The settlements have a VHS, so it is self-governing. Self-governing meaning also there's hired help, and not one person has control of money. And it's usually elders or grandparents that live on the settlement as well. So we know that they're going to be making better decisions and great decisions for us because our families are actually there. And these settlements are anywhere from, to start with on this planet, 30 to 300 to 500 families. You can check them out in Russia, Ukraine, Belarus. It's a huge movement that's been going on for 15 years. There's babies being born there now. Can you imagine being born on land and completely 100% ecologically friendly? So tying this into parenting it makes it a lot easier when we're not running around and trying to meet the demands of everything that calls to our attention. And having my child come back to me in this world, and we know there's a lot of children that are going to be coming out of captivity. It's going to be really easy to adopt into bringing these children because we're in the natural living world, how nature intended to be. So I hope this message brings to you some comfort and some joy and some insight and maybe a little bit of guidance. I know that I would really love this video if I was not aware of what I am aware of now, like fully consciously aware. So yeah, you want a great book to get lost in? I listened to 6 in a week and a half. Yeah, so they're also free audio on YouTube. Lime Green Roos, ROOS 8. That's her YouTube channel. That's the one I listen to, Nicole. There's a few other ones, Anastasia and the Ringing Cedars. The title makes only since after you read the books. We're being called, for the people that do read the books, millions and millions of copies sold, to use Anastasia and the Ringing Cedars as a reference point for those who have also read the books, and then also family settlements and kin domains. So it's like we can as a collective focus on the same vision that meets all of our needs in every way, shape, and form. And there is a power in numbers. There's a power in holding the same vision. I invite you to hold that vision with me. All of it is accessible for free PDF and listening. After I listened to the 6 books, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8.2, I bought the books and I've reread them many, many times. Also, I have created a 30 days to sovereignty.com/free. So that's where you go, 30 days to sovereignty.com/free. It is a 100% donation based 30-day transformation, basically guides you through all the books in 30 days if you'd like to be guided, and it's all organized and such, and a little bit more information from the AnastasiaUSA.land website, and that is one of the best websites. The kin domains are being listed, and you can find them all around the world. It's popping off, y'all. It's happening faster than you can think. So being called to get prepared right now, unlearning all the unlearning that we're doing, and starting your gardens where you are, starting to get back onto the land where you are, growing food, putting the seed under your tongue, blowing on it, closing it, opening it for 30 seconds, digging a hole with your finger, spitting in it. There's real technology in this world, and when I say real, it's more of how do you say, to think of how God created us and how God created plants and such. It was not with a machine, let's say that. So the technocratic world, or take knowledge and distort it, basically. We're coming out of that world, and there's some really beautiful magic right on the other side of the veil, and the veil being our thoughts, what we think. Aloha, I love you, and I hope this video brings to you peace, joy, love, comfort, and a knowing, and an deeper inner knowing, and tapping into all the information that we are all born and birthed with in our souls, in each and every single one of our souls, that can never be taken away. So give yourself grace on the things that you've believed, and also know that, again, you're doing your best and you're doing great, and I see you, I love you, I am you. Aloha. See you in the garden. Shoot.